is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
The area playoffs tonight, they wrap up. Win and you're in the state. Lose and your season is over. The biggest games of the season so far for the Bethany Broncos. First, with the Lady Broncos taking on the Glenpool Lady Warriors here in area playoff action back here in Okmulgee at the Muskogee Dome. Bethany Lady Broncos played here last night and lost to a very good Locust Grove team who moved on to state. And now the winner of this game will join them in state, and they're facing off, like I said, against the Glenpool Lady Warriors, a team that they have seen in this postseason already. A week ago in the regional championship there at Crossings Christian, Bethany defeated Glenpool 62-52, but it's a new game, doing it all over again. They've seen each other one time around, so you really never know. Big matchup here. Winning, you can move on to state. Lose, and the season is over. Starting lineups being announced here. I'm Zach Reynolds with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network, and then the Bethany boys will play to follow this game in the same situation. Win and move to state, lose, and your season is over. That'll be against Muldrow. We'll have that for you as well on the network. But first, like I said, Lady Broncos versus Lady Warriors. Caton Downley, Cameron Regier, Madison McNutt, Allie Lynn, and Keziah Lofton, the starters for the Lady Broncos, wearing the road blacks with purple numbers and lettering across the front. Glenpool will be in the home whites trimmed in blue. We'll get their starting lineup here as well here in just a moment. Big crowd on hand for both sides. Big things at stake for both sides. As I mentioned, a chance to go on to state is what's on the line here tonight. Aaliyah Shawnee, their leading scorer, over 18 points per game. She's one of their stars. Another one, Yaya Gibson, a really good shooter and ball handler for them. Demoya Gator, another really good jump shooter. Saw her in warm-up. She was not missing many of them. Camden Hull as well, and then rounding out the starting lineup, Tyra McKinney. Shawnee, Gibson, and McKinney are their three top scorers, with Shawnee leading the way, like I mentioned, over 18 points a game. So again, Shawnee, Gibson, Gator, Hull, and McKinney, the starters for Glenpool. Caton Downley will tip it in the center circle for the Lady Broncos. We'll see who joins her from the Glenpool side. Moments away from getting it started here. Winner go home. Doesn't get any more high stakes than this at this point in the playoffs. Who will join Locust Grove and move on to state? That's what we find out here tonight. Donnelly and McKinney in the center circle, and the tip is won by Glenpool. That's Yaya Gibson who will bring it up quickly. Swings it up to the left side with Shawnee now in the corner. Gator, and they'll swing it back up top with Shawnee. The right side, Gibson, she'll run the point. Just underway. His own defense from Bethany. They ran man against Locust Grove. Short right corner jumper. And that is Tyler McKinney hitting it. Bethany's having to face a full court press here. Able to break the timeline. Downley hands out. Lofton left wing three. Off right, but an offensive rebound for Madison McNutt finds Downley and just inside the free throw line, and she ties it up at 2. Each team's got an early shot to go here from the mid-range variety. And it's 2-2. About a minute into the game. On the drive, Shawnee kicks to the block. And now in the left corner, Hull tries a three. That one's a bit strong, but an offensive rebound for Gator, who came flying in. And now we'll have a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to Bethany. So Glenpool will set up the full court pressure now. Cameron Regier to McNutt. Now over to Lofton in the middle with Donnelly. Back to Lofton on the give and go. Driving down towards the block. A floater in and out. Offensive rebound for Allie Lynn, and her shot is blocked. Out of bounds. Last touch by Glenpool. To stay with Bethany. They'll have to set things up now. Allie Lynn on the trigger underneath her own basket. Gets it to Donnelly, spinning in the paint area. Scoop lip, no good, no foul call. Ball on the ground, and Glenpool comes away with it. Going the other way, Shawnee with it. She'll hand off to Hall. She'll try a three from the left wing and hit it. The Glenpool crowd goes crazy. They've showed out. Not too far a drive for them. Now they take it away, Glenpool that is. Steal it from Regier down at the left block. No good. Rebound for Regier, spinning around, hands off to Lofton. Lofton the other way. 5-2 game. Glenpool with the lead. Downley up top. Finds Lofton at the block. Takes one dribble. Now needs help. And throws it away. Another turnover. 6:07 to go in the first quarter. Glenpool with that 5-2 lead. And the basketball. Yaya Gibson running the point. Now left side. Shawnee the leading scorer. Hands off to Hull. We had a three-pointer moments ago. She'll try another from the corner. That one too strong, but an offensive rebound. A kick out. Shawnee top of the key three. No good, and a rebound for Keziah Lofton. Now up to Caden Donnelly. Doesn't have numbers. Hands off Lofton at the top. Now left side Lynn. Back in the hands of Caden Donnelly. They'll set up the offense. Lynn left side. Zone defensive look from Glenpool. Lofton with it. Into Donnelly. She drives into the paint and the layup. Again, these two teams have met in playoff action just a week ago in the regional championship. Bethany came away with a 62-52 lead. Glenpool looking for a different outcome this time. Gibson, a right wing three. Too strong off the back iron. Rebound for Donnelly. Outlet up to Lofton, who was ahead of the pack, but the defense recovers. Lofton. And one basket on the blocking foul. And Bethany takes their first lead of the game. Lofton didn't have numbers on the fast break, but was fearless to the rack and scored it. Now she's at the line trying to complete the three-point play. Lofton's free throw is good, so she completes the three-point play and gives Bethany a 2-point lead, 7-5. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. Gibson will bring it up the court slowly for the Lady Warriors. 1-3-1 zone defense from the Lady Broncos. Up high, it's Gator with it. She'll swing left side to Hall. Now they flash it to the middle. McKinney trying to back down Donnelly, and she scores it. Donnelly, a really good paint defender, but that time McKinney's offense was better. Regier now trying to break the timeline in the press. They do. Left side Lofton finds Regier in the paint. Her shot no good, and a rebound for Jamoya Gator. She'll go the other way. Gator quickly trying to go coast to coast. Now will kick to the corner. Extra pass. Back to Shawnee, right corner three. Left it short, and a rebound for Lofton. She'll hit most of those, but didn't that time. Good look. Lofton trying to fire up to Lynn. Knocked out of bounds. Possession will stay with Bethany. 7-7 tie here early. 4:13 to go in the first quarter. Bethany with the basketball. Lynn on the trigger. Fires to the corner with Downley. She'll find Lofton. Now McNutt. Top of the key. Left alone. Takes the three. And hits it. Nobody from Glenpool came out to guard McNutt, and she hit the wide open tray to give Bethany a 3-point lead. Gibson, a good shooter in her own right. Pass it off to Shawnee at the block. Now McKinney. And she scores. McKinney with a hot start in this game. Full court pressure. Lofton on the left side across the timeline. Here comes a trap. She'll swing across to McNutt. Thought about the three, pump fake. Now drives to the block. Throws up a floater off the glass and in. McNutt with 5 in a row for the Broncos. 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Both offenses going at a fast pace and efficient. Left corner, Hole thought about the three. She hit one earlier. Now Shawnee will take a 12-foot jumper, and she hit it. Leads them in scoring, as I mentioned. She puts them within one, 12-11. Lofton to Donnelly, across the timeline over the logo. She'll turn, Fire to McNutt in the corner. Back out to Donnelly. Now Lofton up top. Lofton working against Shawnee behind the back dribble. Will pull up from the left wing. Left short, but an offensive rebound for Lynn. Her shot is no good on the putback. And Glenpool the other way. Aaliyah Shawnee hands off to Hull. Hull on the right wing, picked up a dribble. Back to Shawnee. She'll fire into the paint. Knocked away. Regier with the steal. Cameron Regier the other way for the Lady Broncos. Gets it knocked away by Shawnee into the hands of Gibson. 3-on-1. Shawnee off the foot of Donnelly there. That was Gibson trying to pass it off. And gives our defense a chance to set up. We'll have some subs. 12-11. Bethany with a 1-point lead. 2:37 to go in the first quarter. And we'll have a timeout from Bethany. A timeout here. 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here. Lots of action early in this game. 12-11. Bethany with a 1-point lead. 2:37 to go in the first quarter. Tyra McKinney doing a lot of work down in the paints for the Lady Warriors. And for Bethany, they've got 5 points from Madison McNutt. 1 on a 3-ball, 1 on a drive. And that's what the early fast-paced scoring so far in this one. Bethany with that 1-point lead. It's always tough when you see a team for the second time in a playoff run. They've seen you, not just on tape, but in person, and have adjustments to be made. That's what both of these two teams are dealing with right now. Faced about a week ago in the regional championship. Bethany won by 10 points. It seems a lot closer so far here early. Glenpool with the basketball. Out of the timeout under their own basket. McKinney in the corner. Needs help. Will fire to the top with Gibson. Working against Madison Bibbs. Freshly checked in for Bethany. Gibson on the drive to the block. Bounces it off to the left block, but a missed shot from McKinney. And now she is fouled on her way up on a putback attempt. And she'll go to the free throw line if she can make both. And Glenpool takes the lead back. We'll see who that foul was called on the Bethany side. It's going to be on Madison Bibbs, so freshly checked in, and she picks up a foul. And the first free throw off left and a bit strong from Tyra McKinney. Still can tie it up as she makes the next here. And she does just that. So we're all set up, 12 apiece here with 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Lofton working against the press. Finds Donnelly, back to Lofton. They break the timeline. Lofton driving, Euro steps into the lane, and the left-hand finish. Bethany takes the lead back, trying to go quickly the other way. Ball on the floor, and Glenpool still has control of it. Shawnee to the elbow. Dribbling, now down to the block. Left hand no good, but she's fouled. And Aaliyah Shawnee to the charity stripe. That foul's going to be on Keziah Lofton, who made the athletic layup on the other end to give Bethany a 2-point lead back. And Shawnee could tie it again. She makes both free throws, but misses the first. A little short off the front of the rim. Cameron Donnelly checks in for the first time in this game for the Lady Broncos. Madison McNutt to the bench. So it's a Lofton, Bibbs, Cameron Donnelly, Keaton Donnelly, and Lauren Kuntz in the game right now. Missed both free throws, tip back, no good. Ball still on the floor, and Glenpool comes away with it. That's Camry Brown with the hustle play. Now Gibson has it, throws it up to Shawnee on the left side. 1:45 to go in the first quarter. Shawnee working against Lofton. Man defense from Bethany now, after they showed zone earlier. Shawnee on the drive into the paint. Floater with the right hand, no good. Offensive rebound and fouled. On the putback attempt is McKinney. She'll go back to the line, and I believe that's going to be Keziah Lofton's second here in the first quarter. So they might have to play without her for a while in the first half. Regier set to check back in. Have to imagine that will be for Lofton. We'll see in a moment. First, McKinney's first free throw attempt made it that time. Two from the line moments ago. Hits the first one there. And Keziah Lofton does have to head to the bench. She provided some offense early for Bethany, but she's in foul trouble here too in the first quarter. McKinney made both of them. It's a tie game again, 14-14. And the primary ball handler on the bench with foul trouble for Bethany. We'll see how that affects them. Keaton Donnelly handling it right now. Trap comes up near the logo. She'll fire down to Bibbs. Left alone at the block. Left-hand layup. She missed it. Rebound for Cameron Donnelly. Hands back off to Bibbs. Missed again. And a rebound this time for McKinney. Now to Shawnee. Doesn't have numbers. She's at the elbow. Will take a jumper. Too strong. Rebound for Caden Donnelly. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Caden Donnelly hands off to Regier on the right wing. Regier tries to go in the paint. Tries a floater and connects. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Left side, Gibson with it. Working against Madison Bibbs up top. She'll fire down in the paint. McKinney, turnaround jumper. Too strong off the back iron. And a foul going to be called on McKinney going for the rebound. Glenpool fans want a jump ball. They're not going to get it. Bethany will get the basketball. Allie Lynn's going to check back in as well. Bibbs to the bench. That's McKinney's first foul on the rebound attempt. They'll set up the full court press here. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter. Bethany with a 2-point lead and the basketball. Regier inbounds to Lynn. Back to Regier. They'll swing left side with Kuntz. Back to Regier, the inbounder, and back to Kuntz. Back to Regier. Trying to get across the timeline, and she does. Now she'll try to drive into the paint over the right side. Picked up her dribble, and going to have a reach-in foul. Looks like that's going to be on Yaya Gibson, and it is. 32 seconds left in the first quarter. Camden Holt will check back into the game. Gibson, their point guard, now on the bench with 2 fouls. So both teams' point guards, Lofton and Gibson, on the bench with 2 fouls in the first quarter. Lynn on the trigger here. Finds Regier just inside the elbow, and her jumper is pure. Usually a paint score, but a nice touch that time from Cameron Regier. Makes it an 18-14 game. 23 seconds to go, and a travel from Aaliyah Shawnee. So Bethany has built up a 4-point lead now, one of the bigger ones in the game so far. These two teams pretty evenly matched. Lynn across the timeline on the left side. 17 seconds to go in the quarter. Hands off to Kuntz. Now up top, Regier. Back in the hands of Lynn on the right wing. Finds Donnelly. 8 seconds left. Donnelly down to the block. No good. Offensive rebound. Putback attempt. No good for Regier. Donnelly gets it back. Ball's knocked away. 1 second left. And we got a whistle here with about 1 second left, but it looks like they're going to let it go to the quarter end. They'll talk it over, but for the moment, at the end of one, it is 18-14. We'll see what the referees decide there. The whistle was blown with about a second and a half on the clock. But it seems like right now they just send the teams to the benches. So after one, Bethany with an 18-14 lead, and we'll step away. Be back with the second quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Bethany Lady Broncos up 18-14 after one against the Glenpool Lady Warriors. The winner of this game moves on to state loser. Season is over. Doesn't get any more high risk than this. Lofton playing with 2 fouls for Bethany right now. Glenpool with the basketball. Brown drives, hands off to McKinney, who can't get it. Or maybe that was Gator who handed off to McKinney and couldn't make the shot. She's been good down low so far, but missed that one and ends up out of bounds. So Bethany with a 4-point lead and trying to add to it at the start of the second quarter here. Or break the full court press again. Regier drives in, bounces off to Lynn at the block. Can't get her shot to fall. McNutt fighting for the rebound. Going to have a foul. And it looks like it'll be against Glenpool. It's going to be on Tyler McKinney. I believe that'll be her second foul, so she'll have to be careful here with 2 fouls. Just about 30 seconds into the second quarter. Faith Rogers checks in for McKinney. This is Rogers' first action tonight. McKinney's been a big presence down low, now on the bench with 2 fouls. Lynn triggers it into Lofton in the corner. She'll drive into the paint, throws up a bit of a fadeaway floater, and she hit it. She's also playing with 2 fouls right now, but her offense too valuable to have on the bench. Shawnee almost lost her dribble, but got it back. Working against Lofton, drives into the paint. She'll try a left-hand floater off the glass, no good, and Lofton aboard, now falls down. Ball loose, Lynn throws it up for McNutt. McNutt fires into Regier, trying to back down at the block. Goes up at the right side, and she is fouled and going to the line. So some chaos there. Works in favor of Bethany. They'll go to the charity stripe with Cameron Regier. That foul was on Demoya Gator, just her first. Regier at the line trying to add to this Bethany lead, and she hits her first. Increases to a 7-point lead for the Lady Broncos. Yeah, Gibson's going to check back in. She's also got 2 fouls, but she's their point guard and one of their best shooters. So she'll check in for Camry Brown, playing with 2 fouls, running Lofton both. Regier made them both from the line to make it 22-14. 7 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the second quarter. Gibson bringing it up for the Lady Warriors, letting things develop, trying to direct the traffic. So swing right side to Aaliyah Shawnee. Glenpool's leading scorer. Shawnee with it, back to Gibson up top, knocked away. Donnelly and Gibson fighting for it, and Donnelly going to pick up a foul, pushing her over. And Gibson still slow to get up. They both. Donnelly kind of sent Gibson flying for the ball. She's slow to get up. Tells her teammates to give her some space here. Now they'll help her up. Doesn't look like she's going to come out. Going to tough it out. Good to see that she's okay, it seems. Now she'll run the point. Lots of motion from this Glenpool team on offense. Shawnee with it. Gets driving in the paint, hands off, and a foul. No basket. Foul was before the shots. Faith Rogers pump faked and got the foul call and then shot it after, but the foul came first. In fact, they'll say just on the pump fake, no shot at all, so though no free throws either. Cole trying to throw it in and throws it right in the hands of Kaiten Donnelly. Now she'll try to go quickly the other way to the block. Oh, it got called for a carry, a turnover. So still just 22-14. Both teams coming out a bit slower in the second quarter than they did in the first quarter. They started off hot, both teams, in the first quarter offensively. It was 12-11 at one point. Now 22-14, Bethany still with the lead. Gibson behind the back dribble, working against Donnelly at the free throw line. Bounces it into the corner. Sidestep now driving is Gator, and she lost it. And then hands it to Regier. She'll go the other way, hands off to Lofton. Lofton been having a great game so far. Working against Shawnee, now will step it back out. Swings to the corner. Donnelly will try the three. Too strong, but an offensive rebound. And they'll reset with Lofton. Lofton hands off. Donnelly will try again this time. Top of the key, in and out. Alley on the offensive board, and a travel spinning around with it. Some more chaos there, but no basket. Sure you can hear the energy in this arena. Both sides really showing out for this one. Trip to state at stake. Gibson spins back, goes right around the screen. Will take a deep top of the key three. Left it a bit short. Rebound ends up in the hands of Hull. Back to Gibson now into the paint. Kicks out to Shawnee. She lost it, but she's able to corral it. They'll reset the offense. Shawnee driving on Regier to the right block. Rejected by Kaiten Donnelly. Ball's loose. Gibson comes away with it. Gibson in the paint. A floater. No good. Rebound. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Glenpool. Still a 22-14 lead for Bethany. 5:13 to go in the second quarter. Neither side scored here a couple of minutes. The defenses have started to lock in. Some changes for Bethany. Kuntz checks back in. So does Cameron Donnelly. Hole on the trigger. Looking. Throws this one up to Gibson on the left side. Gibson on the drive to the right elbow. Hands off. Gator now driving. Gathers, goes up, blocked by Donley, saves it in bounds to Kuntz. Now up to Cameron Donley, up to Regier, ahead of the pack. Fakes out Gibson and scores it. 24-14, 10-point lead for Bethany, their largest of the game. And they go crazy as they head to the bench as the timeout was called. Full timeout. We'll take it with him. Bethany with a 10-point lead, 24-14, 4:57 to go in the second quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. A trip to state at stake for these two teams right now. The winner will head there. The loser season is over. Bethany with a 10-point, 24-14 lead over the Glenpool Lady Warriors. Lady Warriors with the basketball out of the timeout. And a foul on Cameron Regier reaching in on Shawnee over on the right side. Regier's first foul of the game. Each team dealing with some foul trouble. Lofton's playing with 2 fouls, as is Gibson on the Glenpool side. And Glenpool has Tyra McKinney back in the game. She's also got 2 fouls, but has had most of their points offensively in this game. Gibson directing traffic up top. Hands off to Shawnee, the leading scorer. Looked down low, wasn't there. Now she'll drive, gathers, and goes up and scores at the block. Showing her scoring ability. That one's knocked away, and now Shawnee with the steal to the block. Donley's there to contest, and she can't make it. Gets her own rebound, though. Crossing over, floater, and she's fouled and going to the line. So Glenpool trying to get a run going here out of the timeout. That foul will be on Kaiten Donley, they call her. That's her second. So another big player in this game with 2 fouls. Shawnee misses the first free throw, too strong off back iron. Madison Bibbs checks back in, as does Madison McNutt. Lofton and Cameron Donley to the bench. Second free throw in and out. Tough bounce for Shawnee. Couldn't make either that time. Regier in the right wing. Finds McNutt in the corner. Had a 3-pointer back in the first quarter and a floater to follow. She's got 5 total. Donley into the lane, into the paint, and the scoop and score. Back to a 10-point game. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. Gibson spins, steps back, take the 3, left it shorter, and a rebound knocked around, and Bibbs has it. Now up to Regier. Regier on the drive to the block and fouled. Gibson can't believe it. That'll be her third. And Gibson's got to be careful. She picks up a tech. And the Glenpool crowd not happy. Bethany crowd is happy. So Glenpool, their point guard, picked up a foul and then a tech for complaining. So that'll give her 4 total. Now we got to have some crowd control going here. The Glenpool side voicing their displeasure. So Yaya Gibson picks up her 3rd foul and then her 4th via the tech. So she's 1 away from fouling out here with 3:44 to go in the first half, and she's their point guard, one of their top 3 scorers. Kaiten Donley will take the free throws here. Makes the first. Glenpool crowd showed up in droves here. They're not too far of a drive. They're making their voices heard. Caton Donnelly makes both of them. They get 28-16, and now Bethany gets the basketball with the technical. Now Gibson has to take a seat on the bench with those 4 fouls. And now PA announcer making a statement to the crowd, trying to calm down Glenpool, and they are booing even further. So Bethany with the basketball in a 12-point lead. That one's knocked out of bounds by Shawnee, so they'll inbound again from a little further up on the sideline. A lot of chaos going on here, but Bethany right now 28-16 lead, 3:43 to go in the second quarter, trying to move on to the state tournament. Caton Donnelly passes off to Lynn. She'll drive into the paint, gathers, throws up the floater. No, they call it travel. So a turnover there. And Glenpool will bring it up. Shawnee looks to their coach for the play call. They're trying to direct traffic. Shawnee to the right side, swings to the top of the key with McKinney, the top scorer in this ball game. Back up top with Shawnee. In the paint with McKinney, turn around, face up, trying to drive on Donnelly to the block. Donnelly stays straight up. Affected the shot, has the rebound. Now taking it up the other way. Regier ahead of the pack, fakes out Gator and scores it. They'll make it 30-16. Bethany starting to build a big lead. Shawnee the other way, quickly into the paint and scores it right back. Trying to keep her team in it here. Lots of time left. 2:50 to go in the first half. Lynn across the timeline, throws it up to Donnelly. Now she gets it down to Bibbs, left alone at the block. They beat the press to perfection that time. Madison Bibbs with the score. Shawnee crossing over to the left block. She's fouled and will go to the line. She's trying to do it herself here. Keep her team in it. She is their leading scorer on the season, over 18 points a game, and just shown why. She's got a nice drive ability. Saw her shooting in warm-ups as well. Can shoot it, hasn't gotten a chance to take many jump shots in this game. Hits her first free throw that time around. Makes it 32-19. 2:36 to go in the second quarter. That's second free throw. Too strong off back iron. Went 1 for 2 from the line that time. Donnelly traveled. Well, they turn it over there, does Bethany. Well, they got a nice lead here, 32-19. Still a lot of time in this game, obviously, just in the second quarter. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Shawnee on the right side working against Bibbs. Man defense from Bethany. Shawnee into the paint. Now we'll pass it off to McKinney, who finds hole in the right corner. Her three is left short, but an offensive board for McKinney up top with Brown. Brown on the drive, hands off. Gator, who's got a nice shot up top, will cross over on Regier. Spins into the paint, throws up a hook. It's off left. Rebound. Caton Donnelly comes away with it, able to muscle it away. Now she'll bring it up the court. Right side, Lynn thought about the three. Now on the drive, gathers into the paint, throws up a wild shot, and a rebound for McKinney up to Shawnee. And now Hull, who with the pump fake, and scores it. Nice fast break action that time from Glenpool. Lynn up ahead of the timeline. Now we'll swing right side to Regier. Regier into the paint, hands off to Bibbs in the corner. Bibbs will slow it down, bring it up top. Try to kick off. And we'll have timeouts from Bethany before that pass attempt. So Bethany takes the timeout. They had a little dysfunction on offense that time. Didn't like what they saw. Glenpool crowd here in Okmulgee continues to boo. They keep it right here. It's just a 30-second timeout. 32-21 lead for the Bethany Lady Broncos over the Glenpool Lady Warriors here in the last girls matchup of the area playoffs. Yesterday, Locust Grove defeated Bethany to win the area outright and move on to the state tournament. And so that put Bethany in this matchup here against Glenpool. The winner of this matchup moves on to state as well. The loser's season is over. Bethany boys play in the same scenario later tonight. We'll have that for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network as well. Bethany trying to punch their ticket to the state tournament. They've got a 32-21 lead with 1 minute and 22 seconds to go in the second quarter. Caden Downley with it in the right corner. Now we'll find Kuntz. Back to Lofton, who's freshly checked back in. Lofton up high away from the basket. Killing some clock, got it by Shawnee. Now she'll dribble and hand off to Regier. Regier picked up her dribble. Swings to Kuntz. Now left side, Cameron Downley with it. Down to Caden Downley. In the paint, a triple team comes. Now she'll pass it out to Lofton. She'll take the three from the left wing. Left it short. Regier trying to save it in bounds. She does. Ball on the floor. One from each team dives on it. It'll be a tie-up. Possession arrow stays with Bethany. 54 seconds to go now in the first half. Bethany able to keep the basketball there. Letting Tyron McKinney tie her shoe. It'll be Laura Kuntz to trigger it in for Bethany. Kuntz finds Caden Downley. She'll swing it up top to Lofton to run the point. Lofton swings left side to Kuntz. Now back to Lofton up top. Downley at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper off right, but Cameron Downley the rebound. Fires into Regier, who scores it at the block. Nice hustle that time from Cameron Downley and Regier the score. McKinney got it down at the block and was fouled on a reach in. Trying to knock it away from her on the entry pass. That foul is going to be on Lauren Kuntz, just her first. But that does put Glenpool in the bonus. And she was McKinney at the free throw line. McNutt checks back in for the Lady Broncos. McKinney's second free throw. Missed that one. Still 34-21. 30 seconds to go in the first half. Caden Donnelly with it up top. We'll swing right side to Kuntz. Bounces it off to McNutt in the corner. Back to Kuntz. Hole almost knocked it away. Now Donnelly will reset. 19 seconds left. Lofton over the logo. 15 seconds to go in the half. Lofton on the dribble. 13 seconds. Lofton working against Hole. 10 seconds. Finds Donnelly. She'll drive towards the paint. 7 seconds. Donnelly fade away. No good. And a rebound for Gator. Up to Shawnee. 1 second. Shawnee. Deep three. Can't hit it. Yeah, so that'll do it for the first half. Bethany with a nice lead, 34-21, but still a lot of time left in this game. Bethany 34-21 at the half, trying to move on to the state tournament. Lots of game left and sure to be an exciting finish in the second half of this one. Come back for the second half with us on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Moments away from the start of the second half here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Zach Reynolds with you, bringing you the action. Bethany Lady Broncos at 34-21. After one half, trying to move on to state. Glenpool trying to come back in. That shot missed by McKinney. Ball on the ground. Lofton and Brown going to have a tie up here, and the possession arrow belongs to the Lady Broncos. Some controversy in the first half where the Glenpool point guard, Yaya Gibson, ended up with her third foul and then a fourth on a technical right after it. And Glenpool wasn't happy about that, and she still has to be on the bench with 4 fouls right now. That one's knocked away. McKinney flying to the block, and she is fouled by Kaiten Donnelly. So Kyra McKinney to the free throw line. Glenpool down here and trying to make a comeback in the second half. Winner of this game moves on to state. Loser season is over. So a lot to play for here for both sides. McKinney at the free throw line makes the first. Now the Minette. So Glenpool on the board first here in the second half. 23 seconds into the third quarter. Made them both that time at the line. Cuts it down to an 11-point game. Lofton across the timeline finds Kaiten Donnelly. Hasn't really gotten going offensively for the Lady Broncos, but we got a nice lead nonetheless. Donnelly finds Lofton in the paint, blocked by McKinney. Got it back, kicks to McNutt. Her three ball is off. And a rebound for Shawnee. Shawnee looking ahead, finds Hole. Down at the block now, finds Shawnee again. She'll take a jumper just inside the free throw line and hit it. And already a timeout here from Bethany. Not liking what they've seen coming out of halftime. Nice little 4-0 run for the Lady Warriors. 34-25 is the score. Full timeout, we'll take it with them and be back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Seven minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third quarter. After an early timeout, just less than a full minute into the third quarter, Bethany with the basketball. Winning 34-25, but Glenpool has cut it to single digits here to start the third quarter. Lofton trying to find Donnelly on the roll and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Kaiten Donnelly and a turnover. So Glenpool has come out firing on all cylinders to start the third quarter. We're down by 13 heading into half, now down by just 9 and can cut that deficit even more. Shawnee on the drive to the left block. Pump fakes now, goes up with the left hand and scores. A 6-0 run out of halftime so far for Glenpool. Bethany not on the board yet in the second half. Kaiten Donnelly up top. Will drive down. Gathers into the lane and can't finish. Shawnee now the other way. Glenpool with numbers 3-on-2. Now they'll slow it down. Shawnee still with it. Kicks to the top. Brown hands back off to Aaliyah Shawnee, the leading scorer. Right corner. Hole hit a three in the first half. Tries one there. Couldn't hit. Lofton aboard. Lady Broncos still looking for the first points of the third quarter. Lofton cuts into the lane. Floater. No good. A rebound for Camry Brown. Shawnee with it now. Drives into the paint. Gathers to the right block. Crafty layup. Couldn't get it to fall. Long rebound. Tapped out. Still loose. And McKinney has it. She'll kick to Shawnee in the corner. Now she'll swing up top to Hole on the left side. Down to McKinney. Takes one dribble at the block. And scores it on Donnelly. 34-29. Now just a 5-point game. Glenpool has come out firing in the second half. Regier finds Donnelly, trying to break the timeline. She'll face up and cross it. Working against Shawnee. Kicks into the lane. Now passes it out. Lofton a three. She puts it in. Nothing but the bottom for Keziah Lofton to put an end to the run. First points on the board for Bethany in the second half. It's a Lofton three ball. Shawnee now working against Lofton at the top of the key. Crossing over to the free throw line. Now down to McKinney at the block. One power dribble. Didn't score it going up. Ball still loose. And Madison McNutt has it. Bodies went flying. McNutt now finds Donnelly. Caden Donnelly the other way. Working against McKinney. Will slow it down. Hand off to Lofton. Lofton, one-hand pass to Regier at the right block. And she scores it. All of a sudden, back up to a 10-point game. It was down to 5. Now back to 10. Shawnee into the lane. Blocked by Lofton. Not a bad last touch by Bethany. Glenpool wanted a foul. They didn't get it. Just a clean block call. Glenpool still with the basketball. 4:43 to go in the third quarter. 10-point game, 39-29. Some changes for Bethany. Kuntz and Cameron Donnelly check in. Lynn and McNutt to the bench. Hull will trigger it in from underneath their own basket for Glenpool. Throws this one up. Knocked away by Cameron Regier. Still fighting for it, and a foul call. Going to be on Regier. No foul once she knocked it away, but then when they dove for the basketball, foul called. Glenpool fans up in arms, but that's just basketball right there, and a foul ended up on Regier. No ill intent. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Shawnee bringing it up for Glenpool. Still man defense for Bethany. Lofton on Shawnee. Right side to the top of the key with Hull. McKinney, turnaround jumper into the paint. No good. Rebound tapped by Regier to the hands of Donnelly. Now Lofton. Lofton cuts in. Throws up a floater off the glass. In and out. It's a rebound for Shawnee. And now she'll be fouled. Trying to clear it out. See who that foul is on. It's going to be on Lauren Kuntz, her second. 10-point ball game. Glenpool had a 6-0 run. They got it back within, or more than that, they got it back within 5 points to start the half, but then a 5-point run of Bethany's own made it back to a 10-point game. Now it's back to single digits. Shawnee trying to do everything she can to keep her team in it. Regier in the middle of Donnelly across the timeline. Now Donnelly dribbles on the right side. Will hand off to Lofton up high on the right. Lofton crossing over, working against Hull. Now on the left side, she'll find Donnelly at the elbow. Kicks to Kuntz, extra pass. Pump fake back Cameron. Donnelly drives in, takes a jumper, blocked by McKinney. Outlet up to Shawnee. Shawnee on the right side. Working against Lofton. Will slow it down. Finds McKinney cutting into the lane. Blocked by Caden Donnelly, who got the board. Outlet to Kuntz, now in the hands of Regier. She'll throw this one up, knocked away. Lofton has it. Momentarily hands off to Caden Donnelly. Now she has to get back across the timeline and does. She'll kick to Cameron Donnelly. Driving baseline back to Caden on the left block, who puts it in. Some chaos there, but back to a 10-point game. Shawnee on the right side. Drives in, gathers at the block, and scores it again. Aaliyah Shawnee doing it all for Glenpool. Going shot for shot with Bethany. Regier to the free throw line. Now into the paint at the block. Scores it and one. The hoop in the arm for Cameron Regier. So back to a 10-point game and a chance to make it 11 if she can hit the free throw. That foul was called on Demoya Gator. Checking in for the first time is Porter for the Lady Warriors. Brown to the bench. Regier at the line trying to complete the three-point play. Spins it in her hand, dribbles 2 times, spins it, dribbles, free throw up, and no good off the back iron. 43-33, 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Shawnee has been doing all the scoring lately for Glenpool. She's with it up top, swings right side to Hull. Zone defense now for Bethany. They've been running man all game, and Caden Donnelly going to pick up a foul, trying to knock away the entry pass. So we'll have to be careful. And she'll actually check out. She's got 4 fouls now. So Bibbs checks in for her, one of the top players for this Lady Broncos team on the bench with 4 fouls. The same situation, Gibson with 4 fouls on the bench for Glenpool. One power dribble going up and fouled is Tyler McKinney. Got the pass off the inbound from Hull. Split 2 defenders with a power dribble and foul on her way up. She'll go to the line. That foul was called on Regier. That's actually her 3rd. So she'll have to be careful as well. Lady Broncos starting to get into foul trouble. McKinney's first free throw, nothing but net. Cuts the deficit to just 9 again at 43-34. Second free throw, made them both. So it's 43-35, 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Lady Broncos with the lead, but Glenpool's come firing back in the third quarter. Lofton up top with the basketball. Will work against Aaliyah Shawnee. Coming out to guard her in man defense. Lofton gathers into the lane. Left-hand floater, hits it. Showing off the touch and the athleticism that time, Keziah Lofton. Shawnee right side, crossing over into the paint, gathers herself with the left hand. She answers. Talk about the talent between Lofton and Shawnee. They're showing it off right now. Going back and forth. Regier on the right side, trying to break the timeline. She will. Now crossing over to the free throw line and bounced it off her own foot. And it'll be taken away. Shawnee has to save it in bounds between the legs of McNutt. She has it. So Bethany comes away with it. Some chaos there. Lofton on the left side. Guarded by Shawnee. Lofton spinning around, still working with it. Slings it across to the right corner with McNutt. She'll step in and take a floater. In and out and back in. 47-37. 1:10 to go in the third quarter. Both teams going back and forth now. Shawnee up top. Swings left side to Porter. Hasn't taken a shot yet in this game. Back to Shawnee in the left corner. Down to McKinney. Up top with Hull. Can shoot it. She'll try a 3. Off right. Long rebound for Lofton. 50 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lofton across the timeline. She'll slow it down. That one's knocked away and stolen by Aaliyah Shawnee now. Glenpool 2-on-2. Shawnee tries a floater and is fouled by Lofton. So Shawnee will go to the line. And Lofton now, I believe, will have 3 fouls. She had 2 quickly in the first quarter and then stayed clean for a long time. Picks up her 3rd there. Aaliyah Shawnee at the line. So 2 shots for Aaliyah Shawnee from the charity stripe. First shot is in. Big Glenpool crowd here, as I mentioned. I'm sure you can hear them. Not too far a drive over to Okmulgee for them. Nice Bethany crowd, too. They're going to see their boys play in action as well tonight. Both their squads here with a chance to move on to the state tournament. Shawnee's second free throw hit both of them that time from the line to make it 47-39. 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Lofton working against the full court pressure. It's a man pressure here. Now here comes the trap. Lofton up to Lynn across the timeline. Lynn hands out to McNutt in the right corner. 25 seconds now left in the third. McNutt still in the dribble, finds Lofton. Under 20 seconds to go in the quarter. 15 seconds. Lofton up high away from the basket. Killing some clock. Down to 10 seconds left in the third. Lofton working against Shawnee. 7 seconds. Drives into the lane to the free throw line. Kicks to the corner. Pump fake. Cameron Donnelly sidestep. Takes the shot. No good, off left. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Win and go on. Lose and go home. Put your 4s up. Just an 8-point game as we head to the fourth quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Fourth quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network, just an 8-point game. Bethany Lady Broncos with a 47-39 lead over Glenpool, who's got a big crowd with them here in Okmulgee at the Muskogee Dome, trying to get them into it. Bethany, who lost yesterday to Locust Grove, who punched their ticket to the state tournament, trying to punch their ticket anyway with a win tonight. They've got that 8-point lead. And Glenpool with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Shawnee been doing a lot of work for them. Their leading scorer. Hands off Gibson. Back in the game with 4 fouls. Takes a three. In and out. Rebound. Tapped around. Lofton comes down with it and is fouled. So Bethany will have the basketball after the foul. And they'll face the full court pressure they've seen all game from Glenpool. Going to let Cameron Regier fix her knee band first here. Put some tape over her knee there. Bethany with a lead, 47-39. 7:47 to go in the fourth quarter, just underway in the fourth. Winner moves on to the state tournament. The loser's season is over. The Bethany Boy Broncos team plays in the same situation following this game. We'll have that for you as well on the Oklahoma Sports Network. But first, we got the conclusion of this game coming in. It is far from over. It's an 8-point game with 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Lofton and the Lady Broncos with the lead in the basketball. Trying to break the press and break the timeline. In the middle, knocked away. Caden Donnelly has it and just gets across the timeline in time. Now finds Lofton, who tries to pass it out. And it'll stay with Bethany. Last touch by Glenpool, the referee says, and the Glenpool crowd up in arms. So Bethany will inbound from the sideline next to their bench. It'll be McNutt to trigger it in, and Shawnee knocks it out. They'll have to do it again. They'll switch inbounders now. It'll be Regier, who's got more length. Working against Shawnee. She'll inbound it to Lofton. Lofton will run the point. Try to let things develop. Guarded by Aaliyah Shawnee. Hands off to McNutt. Now back in the hands of Lofton on the left side. Lofton and Shawnee have been going back and forth in this game as athletic scorers that can dribble. Caden Donnelly on the left side, turns around, thought about a shot, didn't take it. Now on the dribble, to the elbow, picked it up, needs help, spinning around, throws this one to Lofton, cutting to the basket, and she is fouled by Shawnee. Lofton to the free throw line. Shawnee's done a pretty good job of avoiding fouls in this game. That's just her first. Been a lot of them on both sides. Caden Donnelly playing with 4 fouls, as is Yaya Gibson on the Glenpool side. Lofton at the line. First free throw, too strong off the back iron. No scoring from either side yet here in the fourth quarter. Bethany still with an 8-point lead. Trip to the state tournament on the line. Second free throw up, money. It's a 9-point game. Leah Shawnee will bring it up, guarded by Lofton. Man defense from Bethany. Shawnee gathers into the lane, left hand and scoop, no good. Rebound for McKinney, one power dribble, put back in, one. Hoop and the harm for Tyra McKinney, showing the power. Glenpool crowd getting into it now. Again, I'll say it, this one far from over. And that foul is going to be on Caden Donnelly, so she has fouled out. Glenpool bench waves goodbye to her, as does the crowd, and that is big. Caden Donnelly can't believe it, hands on her head. She's a kind of a captain of this team, and looks like they'll have to go the rest of the fourth quarter without her. No, they changed the foul call and put it on Madison McNutt now. Just her second, so Caden Donnelly stays in. Glenpool crowd not happy about it. The referees having a discussion explaining to the Glenpool bench. The referees having discussion about it. Caden Donnelly with 4 fouls, a big part of this game for Bethany. They changed it, what would have been her 5th, to the 2nd on Madison McNutt. Either way, Tyra McKinney ran 1 basket at the free throw line for a 3-point play. It's made it a 7-point game, trying to make it a 6-point game. She does just that. 48-42 is the score. Bethany still with the lead. Donnelly in the middle, back to Lofton. Trying to break the press. Lofton slings it to Donnelly at the top. Donnelly finds Regier, 1 dribble into the lane, throws up a shot. Hey, she hit it, and 1. An and 1 answer from Cameron Regier. So what could have been disaster moments ago for Bethany, and they answer with an and 1 of their own. That foul was called on Demoya Gator. That's her 3rd. Regier completes the and 1 with the free throw to make it 51-42, back to a 9-point game. 6:40 to go in the 4th quarter. Bethany with the lead. Glenpool trying to come back. Shawnee on the right side, guarded by Lofton, crossing over into the lane, takes the floater and hit it. Now just looked as pure as could be, like she's done that 100 or 1,000 times. Very impressed with Aaliyah Shawnee tonight. Caden Donnelly breaks the timeline, fires it down to Lynn at the block. Extra pass to Regier. She missed the left-hand layup. Rebound for Glenpool. They're going the other way. Shawnee on the right side. Steps it back. Takes the 3. Hits it! Just a 4-point game, and Bethany needs a timeout. The Glenpool crowd going crazy. I know you can hear them. 6:07 to go in the 4th quarter. We've got ourselves a ball game. 51-47. Bethany with a slim lead, but Glenpool has come firing back. We'll step away and come back with some more electric basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
A 51-47 game in the 4th quarter with 6 minutes, 7 seconds left. Glenpool and Shawnee had a 3 moments ago to get back within 4. Now they knock this one away. It'll be out of bounds, though. Bethany keeps it. But Glenpool certainly building some momentum. They were down by 10 earlier in the 4th quarter. Now just down by 4. Lynn to inbound from the sideline. Throws this one up for Caden Donnelly. She has it and is fouled. That'll be the 4th, I believe, on Gator. Trying to knock away the pass from Donnelly. That is Demoya Gator's 4th, so she has to be careful. She's got 4. Gibson with 4 on the Bethany side. Donnelly with 4. Regier got the inbound that time easily from Lynn. Faked the pass. Spins around, now finds Lofton. Lofton guarded by Shawnee. They've really been doing battle going out at those two. Now Donnelly at the block. Into the lane, turns around, and is fouled going to the line. See who the foul is on. It's going to be on Tyler McKinney. So Caden Donnelly to the free throw line here. Trying to add to this slim lead with 5:46 to go. Caden Donnelly's first free throw is in. Makes it a 5-point game, trying to make it 6. A 2-possession lead if she can, and she does. 53-47 is the score. 5:45 to go in the 4th quarter. Shawnee quickly the other way, lost it. Stolen away by Bethany and McNutt. She almost lost it and did. She fell down and gets called for a travel. Bethany wanted a foul call. They didn't get it. So after almost losing it, Glenpool gets it right back, and they can set up the offense. Both crowds getting into it now. Once again, win, you move on to state. Lose, your season is over. Lots at stake. Shawnee, top of the key, 3. Too strong off back iron. Rebound, fought for. Gator saved it inbounds right in the hands of Caton Donnelly. Donnelly going the other way quickly. Now she'll slow it down. Finds Lofton up top. She'll let things develop on offense. Shawnee picks her up top. Donnelly at the block. Double team comes. Kicks back to Lofton in the left corner. The 3. Too strong. Rebound. And a shot no good from Regia. And a rebound for McKinney. But Gator wasn't looking. Lynn has it. Lynn on the left wing will slow it down with the chaos. Throws this one up for Lofton. Lofton puts it on her hip to slow it down. Now she lost it. Shawnee stole it away from her. 2-on-2. Shawnee Euros into the lane. Left hand. No good. Rebound for Caton Donnelly. Donnelly now in the dribble. Picks it up. Finds Lofton. Lots of chaos. Lofton across the timeline up high on the right side. 4:35 to go in the fourth. 6-point game. Bethany with the lead. Lofton crossing over on Gibson. Calls for a screen. Instead goes right. Hands off. McNutt. Left wing. 3. No good, but an offensive rebound for Donnelly. Up top to Lofton. They'll reset over the logo. 4:20 to go in the fourth. Lofton hands off to Donnelly on the right side. Back to Lofton. Left alone for a 3. No good. Rebound for McKinney. He's almost too open that time. Gibson crossing over now into the paint. Gathers, and a foul before the pass. We'll see who this is on. Going to be on McNutt, her third. 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 6-point game. Bethany with a slim 53-47 lead. Dole kicks to the top. Gibson, deep 3. Airballed it out of bounds. So Bethany with the basketball back. Glenpool can set up the full court pressure. Lauren Kuntz checks in for Allie Lynn. Kuntz, a nice 3-point shooter for Bethany. Before we get an inbound here, we're going to have a timeout from Glenpool. Going to be a 30 seconds, so we'll keep it right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Zach Reynolds with you. The Bethany Broncos boys team against Muldrow to follow here on the network. In the same situation, winner moves on to state. Loser season is over, but first we've got an electric finish brewing in the women's matchup, in the girls' matchup between the Lady Broncos and the Lady Warriors of Glenpool. Bethany trying to punch their ticket to the state tournament, up 53-47, but Glenpool with an incredible crowd. I'll say again, Bethany with a great crowd here as well, but less of a drive for Glenpool, and they have showed out in bunches and have made this a big atmosphere, trying to get their Lady Warriors back into it and make this such an electric game after it was a 13-point game at halftime. 4 minutes and 1 second left on the clock in this fourth quarter in regulation. Bethany trying to hold on and move on to the state tournament. McNutt inbounds to Regier, back to McNutt, and now back to Regier, trying to work against this press. Regier on the right side, picked up a dribble, back to McNutt, trying to break the timeline, throws it up for Regier, knocked out of bounds by McKinney. It'll stay with Bethany. Almost got a 10-second violation that time, did Glenpool, but Bethany just got it across the timeline. And inbounding in front of her own bench will be Lauren Kuntz. Lofton being face guarded by Shawnee. She's the best ball handler in the game for them. Regier gets the inbound. Now bounces it off to Kuntz up top. She'll hand off to Lofton. Now left side Donnelly. Trying to kill the clock. Donnelly back to Lofton up top. Clock on the side of the Lady Broncos. Lofton working against Shawnee on the left side. Crosses over. And a 5-second closely guarded call. A turnover. Lofton had to get rid of it, didn't. So Glenpool with the basketball after the turnover and some momentum here. 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Shawnee crosses over on Kuntz at the free throw line. Now into the paint. A floater off the glass off right. Rebound for Lofton. Lofton trying to clear it. Gets it off to Lauren Kuntz. And she's fouled by Camden Hall. And there probably could have been a foul before that. Didn't get it. And now the foul was called. It looks like Kuntz will head to the line for the bonus. So in high school, the bonus works like it does in the pros. Not in college, it's 1-1. Have to make the first to earn the second. Here in high school, they get both of them regardless. So Kuntz a chance to add to the lead good shooter for this Bethany team and hits the first free throw. That's her specialty for them, shooting the basketball. Lynn checks back in for the Lady Broncos. Kuhn's second free throw, she hit them both. Makes it 55-47. 3 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the fourth. Gibson brings it up. Zone defense now, a high 2-3. That one's thrown away. Regier with the steal. Bethany with numbers. Regier almost lost it. Now hands off to Lofton. They'll slow it down. Again, clock on their side. Lofton crossing over on Shani. Has to avoid another 5-second closely guarded call. Gets rid of it. It's knocked away and a foul. That's going to be on McKinney. She got into the back of a Bethany Lady Bronco trying to knock away the pass. It'll be Kaiten Donnelly going to the free throw line. Can make it a 10-point game again if she can hit both free throws. First, that's going to be Tyra McKinney's fifth foul, actually. She will foul out. You know, Kaiten Donnelly, for a moment earlier in the fourth quarter, we thought she had fouled out. They changed the call to being on McNutt, so she is still in. And at the free throw line, McKinney, who's been a big-time presence down low for Glenpool in this game, is out with 5 fouls. Donnelly at the line, hit the first. Makes it a 9-point game. Trying to make it back to a 10-point game. 2:59 to go in the fourth quarter. Kaiten Donnelly makes the second as well. 57-47. Bethany Lady Broncos with a 10-point lead. Trying to move on to the state tournament. Left side, Brown, who checked in for the fouled out McKinney. Hands off to Shawnee. Shawnee working against Lynn. And Lynn's going to pick up a reach-in foul. So they'll inbound from the sideline here in front of their own bench. Glenpool, that is. It'll be Brown to throw it in. She'll find Gibson over the logo. 2:45 to go. Gibson kicks to the corner. Brown thought about a three, didn't take it. Back out to Gibson. They'll swing left side. Make that Brown. Now in the corner, it's Hull. Had a three earlier in the game. Ball loose for a moment. Shawnee comes back with it. Shawnee working around Lynn. Trying to keep her dribble. Kicks across. Gibson will try a long two, and she hits it. Gibson, who didn't get to play a lot of this half with foul trouble, with 4 fouls, hits a shot there. Lofton passes off to Kuntz. Throws this one up to Donnelly, and taken away. No, a tie-up, and the possession arrow stays with Bethany, and the Glenpool crowd not happy. Again, a big Glenpool contingent here in Okmulgee at the Muskogee Dome. Sure, you can hear their displeasure. Bethany keeps the basketball here with an 8-point lead, 57-49 in the fourth quarter, 2:15 to go. Trying to hold on and move on to States. Lynn on the trigger. Looking for help. Finds Lofton at the left block, and she scores it with the left hand. Back to a 10-point game, 59-49. Right corner hole with it, guarded by Lofton. She'll swing it back up top to Gibson. Gibson working against Lynn. Kicks off in the corner. Hole pump fakes, sidesteps. And knocked out of bounds by Lofton in the corner. 1:55 to go now. In regulation. Glenpool inbound from near the right corner. Hole will inbound it. Hole throws this one up to Tamoya Gator up high on the left side. Gator working against McNutt. Now kicks to the corner with Brown. Brown out to Gibson. Now up top with the Gator again. Hands off. Shawnee will try the three from the right wing. It's off left. Rebound fought for. Donnelly has it. Outlet to Lofton. Lofton spinning around, working against Hull. Now crosses over. Has to cross the timeline. She does. Over to the right side. 1.5 minutes left in the fourth. Lynn left side now. Hands back to Lofton. Right side Donnelly. Shawnee comes up to guard her. Knocks it away. And now fouls her. Grabs her arm. So Kaiten Donnelly to the free throw line in the bonus. Just Shawnee's second foul. No Broncos will go to the lane. They'll get back on defense. Donnelly alone for the Lady Broncos at the line. Shoots her first free throw and hits it. Makes it 60-49. With just 1:21 left to go. A timeout from Glenpool. A full timeout. We'll take it with him. 60-49. Bethany building their lead. trying to move on to the state tournament. Come back for the finish of this one on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Bethany Lady Broncos with a 60-49 lead, trying to add to it with Donley. One more free throw line coming out of the timeout. Minute 21 to go in the fourth quarter. Bethany a minute and 21 seconds away from punching their ticket to the state tournament. Donley misses that second free throw. Too strong off the back iron. Quickly the other way, behind the back dribble for Shawnee. Into the paint, takes the floater off left. Rebound tapped around. Gibson has it. Hands off the hole. Left wing. She'll try a three. No good. Lofton the board. Lofton on the dribble now. Down to a minute 5 left. Finds Donley. She'll go across the timeline. Hands off to Regier up high away from the basket. 1 minute to go. Regier right side to Donley. Bethany trying to kill the clock. Hand off for Lofton. Shawnee will come up to guard her and will have to foul and send her to the line to stop the clock. 48.25 seconds to go. Lofton trying to hit these clutch free throws and put this one away. She's been so good in this game for Bethany, leading them as their leading ball handler, scoring down at the block. She's had a three-pointer in this game as well, and makes that free throw. In the third quarter, a big run was started by Glenpool at the start of the third quarter. The lid seemed to be on the basket for Bethany. A three-pointer from Lofton took the lid off. She's done a lot for them in this game. Makes it 62-49. Shawnee drives in the lane, kicks to Hull in the corner. Back to Shawnee, left wing on the dribble. Kicks back to Hull. She'll try a left corner three. No good, but Gibson with the rebound, and McNutt going to pick up a foul. 36 seconds to go in the fourth. Bethany with a 62-49 lead. Glenpool with the basketball. Hull will inbound from underneath her own basket. Needs help, triggers this one in, and a power dribble, and a left-hand layup falls off right for Shawnee. Lofton has it. She will break the timeline. Lofton to the left side, 26 seconds left. Finds Donley. She'll kick to Regier on the right side. Now back to McNutt. Trying to play keep away. Lofton up high on the left side. Hands this one off to Donley, working against Hull. And Hull picks up the foul. Donley to the free throw line, just 13.79 seconds left. Bethany well on their way to moving on. With a big crowd on hand to see it for them. Their boys will play next for a chance to do the same thing. Donley at the line, made the first. Madison Bibbs a chance to check in here. Madison McNutt to the bench. She'll get a nice round of applause from her crowd that came and followed her here out to the tournament in Okmulgee. Donley's second free throw, too strong off the back iron. 13 seconds left. Gibson on the left side will drive into the paint and is blocked by Cameron Regier, who hands off to Lofton. And the Bethany Lady Broncos punch their tickets to the state tournament in Oklahoma. The Lady Broncos go crazy there at midcourt. They are moving on to the state tournaments. Had to play an extra game after losing yesterday to Locust Grove, but they beat Glenpool 63-49 and punch their ticket. For Glenpool, a great season and an unbelievably valiant effort in this game. They were down 13 at halftime, came back multiple times, but Bethany able to finish them off and move on 63-49. We'll have some tournament games for you, I believe, the state tournament on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We will keep following the Lady Broncos, but now we got to see if the boys Broncos can continue to move on as well. They play next against Muldrow in the same situation. If they win, they move on to state. If they lose, their season is over. You can come back to this same stream here and watch that as the Bethany Broncos, one team, the girls team has moved on, the boys team, a chance to do the same when we come back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network for the second game of our doubleheader here at the area tournament at the Muskogee Dome in Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Earlier, moments ago, we saw the Bethany Lady Broncos punch their ticket to the state tournament. Now the Bethany Broncos boys team tries to do the same as they will face off against the Muldrow Bulldogs. And this matchup, just like the girls' matchup earlier tonight, the winner goes on to the state tournament. The loser, season is over. Doesn't get any bigger than this. Win or go home. For the Bulldogs, who are in the road maroons with white letters and numbers and some gray on the sides. They've got Jesse Killink, Tegan Collins, Parker 7-star, DJ Massey, and Jackson Anstein in the starting lineup. For the Bethany Broncos, there's Lucas Woolridge, Aiden Todd, Jackson Payne, Wyatt Geisler, and Gary Johnson in the starting lineup. We've become used to seeing the last couple of months on. I've been covering Bethany basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Both these teams have lost to Crossings Christian, a very good team who won yesterday. Beat Muldrow last night to move on to the state tournament, and now these two teams here are trying to go on with them to the state tournament in Class 4A. This is the Area 3 tournament. Consolation side, where the winner of this game moves on to the state tournament. The loser's season is over. 7-star, a lot of size. We'll see how Bethany can fare against him. He'll start in the center circle for the tip-off against Jackson Payne on the Bethany side. Bethany wearing the home whites, designated home team in this matchup. Their size advantage in the tip-off for Muldrow and 7-star, but Woolridge comes away with the tip, and we are underway. Win and move on to the state tournament. Lose, and the season is over. Todd on the right side. Works into the paint, and they'll swing it around. Geisler in the corner. Back up top to Todd. Todd will reset it a little bit on the right side. Fake going left. Gathers into the lane. Euro step. The floater. It falls. And Bethany scores first. Left side with it is Massey down in the paint with 7-star. He's got that size, but Johnson stands tall. And Woolridge comes away with a rebound. Garrett Johnson with a size disadvantage, standing tall in the paint. Geisler in the corner now. We'll kick it up top to Todd. He'll set up the offense. Todd right around the screen from Johnson to the right elbow. Being guarded by Collins, able to clean it up. Left side, Geisler drives baseline. Across the paint, kicks it up top to Woolridge. Woolridge on the drive. Now he'll gather in the paint, dumps it off to Todd. Reverse layup, he scores it. Bethany with a 4-0 start. Geisler will apply pressure in the full court to Killink. He'll swing it right side. It's Massey now in the hands of Killink. Make down Anstein. Jackson Anstein working against Todd. Still with it. Johnson switched onto him. Down to 7-star in the paint. He'll kick it up top. On the drive, Collins throws up a shot and one off the glass. It'll go to the line. We'll see who the foul is called on. It'll be on Lucas Woolridge. I want to give a thanks to Garrett Zeigler, who helped me out in the girls' game, running the camera for me, but he had to leave with the girls' team. So stick with me, folks. I'm trying to pull triple duty here. Run the stream and the camera and call the play-by-play. Full court pressure here from Muldrow. They made the free throw, completed the three-point play to make it 4-3. Bethany with a 1-point lead, 6:20 to go in the first quarter. They were able to beat that full court pressure fairly easily. Todd up top, working against Anstein. Todd into the lane, no good, and a rebound for Jackson Anstein. They'll go quickly the other way. Right now, the Bulldogs with numbers. Driving is Collins, who had that and 1 moment ago, and he gets called for a charge here. Going too fast into the lane there. You know, Bethany Broncos not afraid to take their charges and get dirty on the floor. Payne on the inbound, working against the full court pressure, finds Johnson. Now Todd will clear it, going the other way. Quickly, Aiden Todd into the lane, trying to get around 7-star, can't hit the shot. The other way goes Jackson Anstein. Anstein kicks it in the corner with Massey. He's on the dribble, now off the corner with Anstein, guarded by Jackson Payne. Einstein dribbles it all the way around, now to the free throw line, kicks to the corner. Killink on the drive, working against Geisler, going baseline. Hands off, and Collins with a tough finish at the basket. And after a 4-0 start, a 5-0 run for the Bulldogs, and they take a 1-point lead. Geisler working against Killink. Here comes a trap. He'll kick to Johnson in the corner. He'll clear it up top with Todd, who runs the points. Right side, Woolridge. Jabs, now drives toward the free throw line. Into the lane, kicks to Johnson. He'll try a corner three and hit it. Nice find from Lucas Woolridge on the driving kick, and Johnson put in the tray. 7-5. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Lots of action so far. Up top, Massey. He'll try a three over Woolridge. A bit strong. Rebound in the hands of Geisler. Wyatt Geisler hands off to Todd, and he'll be picked up in the full court even after a miss by Jackson Einstein. Todd across the timeline. Over the logo. Todd will swing. Johnson up top. Didn't even think about the three. Had it if he wanted it. Woolridge down to Todd, who scores it at the block. Well, they didn't shoot the three because that wasn't the play, and the play worked to perfection that time to give them a 9-5 lead. 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Bethany trying to move on to the state tournament, just like the girls did in the game earlier. Massey up top. Now on the right side, guarded by Woolridge. Massey still with it, into the lane. An athletic finish, couldn't get it to go. Rebound for Payne, going quickly the other way. Broncos 2-on-2. Payne lost it, and last touch by Payne. Out of bounds. Lost it trying to kind of shift hands with it, working against the bigger 7-star. Massey heads to the bench and checking in for the first time for the Bulldogs in this one. Looks like that is Devon Hall. So Devon Hall into the game. And Killink hands out to 7-star at the elbow. Who will hand off to Collins, who trying to cross over, lost it. Last touch by Garrett Johnson, stays with the Bulldogs. 9-5 lead for the Broncos, 3:50 to go in the first quarter. But the Bulldogs with the basketball underneath their own basket. Devon Hall on the trigger. Throws this one up for Collins, and it's over his head. He didn't see it, and that'll be no violation. He didn't touch it. So it just works as a clear out. Even with the miscommunication, no harm done for the Bulldogs. Hall on the drive now finds Collins. Jabs, dribbles, step back, picked it up. Had to swing over to Einstein, who finds 7-star in the corner. Now they'll reset up top, all the way across now to Killink on the right wing. Drives in and kicks to Hall on the left side. Trying to get it down low with the size, and now Garrett Johnson away from the basketball. Going to have a foul. Again, 7-star, big size advantage on just about anybody that the Broncos can put down there, and Johnson picks up a foul away from the play, trying to jockey for position. All the inbounds. Throws it up top for Collins, and Payne's going to pick up a foul, trying to knock it away. Go for a jump ball type. So Payne picks up a foul there. Broncos with a 9-5 lead. 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Muldrow will inbound from in front of the Broncos bench here. Hall kicks to the corner with Einstein down to 7-star. Can't put it in at the basket. Rebound fought for. Payne has it. Saves it inbounds to Woolridge. Johnson stood tall again with 7-star down low. Todd driving to the block. Kicks across to the right corner. Geisler with the three. In and out. Todd taps it out. Geisler with the speed to corral it. Spinning around at the logo and call for a double dribble turnover. The Bethany bench can't believe it. What a turnover. So after a hot start offensively for both sides, they've slowed down a little bit. It's 9-5. Bethany with a lead. 3 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Winner moves on to the state tournament. Loser, season is over. Hall up top, working against Todd. Showing off the dribble moves. Todd trying to pick his pocket. Crossing over. Todd's going to pick up a foul on the reach in. So the Broncos picking up fouls in a hurry here in the first quarter. No scoring in the last couple of minutes from either side. 7-star gets the inbound, hands back to Hall. Sets a screen for him. Hall spinning around, working against Johnson. Hall to the block. Throws up a wild shot. Not there. 7-star the offensive rebound and one on the putback with the size. To make it a 2-point game. Can make it a 1-point game if he hits the free throw. He's just playing bigger than anybody Bethany has. Missed his first couple of shot attempts, but then hit that one even with the contact. So Jenton Jaggers will check in. Lucas Woolridge, that's his second foul here in just the first quarter, so he's got to go to the bench with foul trouble. And he is about the biggest guy that Bethany has and can play strong, but now he's got 2 fouls, so Jaggers will come in for him. 9-7 game, Bethany with the lead. And free throw too strong, and a foul away from the rebound, and it depends on who it's on. And it's going to be on Devon Hall of Muldrow. They're both fighting for it there. Could have been on Johnson or Hall. It gets called on Devon Hall. So still 9-7 here. He'll set up the full court press. Johnson has it far away from the basket. Now finds Aiden Todd, the point guard. He'll break the timeline. And they'll break down into a man defense, it looks like here, for the Bulldogs. Payne in the corner, hands out to Todd. Todd working against Wilson. Now a 3-ball from Geisler, and he hit it from the left wing. Know about his range as a shooter. Right side, Killing, driving into the paint. Stops on a dime, kicks up top. Extra pass to Wilson. Looking down low, out there up top with Hall. They'll reset. Hall crossing over. Takes a long 2 off the back iron, but Killing flies in for the rebound. He's about the smallest guy on the court, but it didn't matter. Hustled to the ball that time. Right side, Collins. Seeing his athletic ability, finds Killing. He'll take a turnaround floater, no good. Rebound for Denton Jaggers. Puts in the hands of Wyatt Geisler. 12-7, Broncos with the lead, 1:45 to go in the first. Todd on the left side brings it up. Has a screen from Jaggers, he'll go right around it. Now he'll drive into the lane. Step back at the free throw line, jumper off the back iron, a rebound for Seven Star. The other way goes Devon Hall on the left side. He'll kick to Killing. Killing crossing over towards the corner. Picks up his dribble, will clear it up top with Devon House. He'll reset the offense. Minute 15 to go in the first. Up top now with it is Wilson. It's Deshaun Wilson working against Jaggers. Swings the right side to Tegan Collins. Collins and Payne doing battle. Collins drives in just outside the elbow. Takes a jumper and he hit it. Scored with an and one earlier and now showing off the jump shot ability. Back to just a 3-point game. Aiden Todd. Well, under a minute to go in the quarter. Working against Wilson right around the screen from Payne. Gets picked up by House. Or Hall, excuse me. Jaggers driving baseline. Kicks across to Johnson in the corner. He'll try a 3. No good. Hit one earlier. Couldn't hit that. Quickly the other way. Killing on the right side. And Geisler trying to pick his pocket. Killing able to corral it. Finds Collins. 31 seconds to go. 30 seconds in the first quarter. Collins hands off to Hall. Hall will reset up top. Kill some clock. Perhaps hold for the last shot of the first quarter. 12-9, Bethany with the lead. 15 seconds to go. In quarter number 1. Now 10. Now Hall will go. Hall down around to the right side. Hands off to Wilson. 5 seconds. Left side. Collins takes the dribble 3. Too strong. Rebound for Killing. Fade away. Throws up a heave. No good. At the end of 1, Bethany with a 3-point lead. 12-9. Lots of action in that first quarter. More to come. We'll come back on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network for the second quarter. of the last game here in the Area 3 tournament in Oklahoma in Class 4A. The winner moves on to the state tournament, and the loser season is over. Bethany with a 12-9 lead after one quarter. Hall with it, kicks up top. Wilson thought about the three, didn't take it, goes right around a screen. And hands off to Devon Hall, working against Todd. Hall spinning in, picked up his dribble, fadeaway jumper, off back iron, and a rebound for Jackson Payne. 30 seconds into the second quarter. And Todd will bring it up for the Broncos, trying to move on to state just like the Lady Broncos did earlier this evening. Todd right around the screen. Kicks to Geisler, right corner, three. No good. Rebound for Hall. All the other way. No scoring yet in the second quarter from either side. Hall left around the screen, drives into the paint. Finger roll and falls. Makes it just a 1-point game. Full court pressure here. Braxton Mullins almost lost it. Throws it up to Jaggers across the timeline. Kicks to the corner. Geisler, three ball. Money! Chaos for the Broncos. Works out. Almost lost the basketball. Instead, they come away with a three. Makes it 15-11. 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Hall with it. Hands off to Palmer. Palmer on the dribble, working against Geisler. Geisler showing the defense. Palmer lost it out of bounds. Geisler forces a turnover. Jamari Palmer, who's just fresh into the game, and now he'll check out. Killing checks back in. So does Einstein, and Hall to the bench. Braxton Mullins inbounds to Wyatt Geisler, who puts it in the hands of Todd. He'll cross the timeline with it. Todd working against Wilson, number 11 versus number 11. Aiden Todd running the point for the Broncos. 6:20 to go in the second quarter. Geisler with it. Down to Jaggers at the block. Working against 7-star. Kicks across. Todd, left corner, three. Fading away, too strong. And a long rebound to Killink. They'll try to pull it the other way. Killink finds Collins on the roll. He'll kick to the corner. Intercepted by Jackson Payne. Now Todd trying to go quick the other way. Up to Mullins, alone in the right corner. Kicks to Geisler, deep left wing three. The bank is open for Wyatt Geisler. His second three of the quarter makes it 18-11. That one off the bank. It's the weekend. Doesn't matter. Bank's open for Wyatt Geisler. 18-11, 5:49 to go in the second quarter. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Geisler shot that one from college range from the left wing. Sometimes all it takes is a nice lucky bounce, although I'm sure if you ask Wyatt, he'll say he meant to do that. I'm not sure any jump shot is ever meant to be banked in, but it worked out that way for Geisler and the Broncos there. They've built themselves a 7-point lead here. Biggest of the ball game so far against Muldrow. Both teams started quickly offensively, then found a bit of a lull, and now Bethany's starting to pick it back up a little bit. It's 2 3-pointers in the quarter from Wyatt Geisler. Tegan Collins has been most of the offense so far for the Muldrow Bulldogs, with it on the right side. Guarded by Jaggers. Hands off to 7-stars, the biggest guy in this game by far. Left side now, Killink. Up high. 5:30 to go in the second quarter. Killink right around the screen. Passes it off to Ensign, back in the hands of Collins. Spinning into the lane, trying to show off the athleticism. Wild shot, no good. Rebound, fought for. It's going to be a tie-up. And the possession arrow belongs to Bethany. So Denton Jaggers going up there with Collins, and Bethany ends up with a basketball. Aiden Todd will check back in, as will Jackson Payne. They didn't stay long on the bench. Jaggers and Geisler, a breather on the bench. Wyatt Kiefer also into this game for the Broncos, and he's doing the inbound here against the full court press. Finds Payne. Go on the dribble, hand off to Todd. Picked up by Collins. Here comes a trap. Todd slings it up to Payne across the timeline. Payne will dribble down to the three-point line on the right side. Now reset with Todd. 5:05 to go in the second quarter. Todd on the right side, swings left to Kiefer. Kiefer on the dribble. Into the paint and rejected. Went for a left-hand layup at 7-star. Didn't even have to jump to block that one with his size. Bulldogs going the other way. Wilson on the left side. Swings to 7-star at the top of the key. Now Collins. Now Wilson, one dribble, kicks to the corner, and they lost it. Turn it over. Trying to kick to a shooter, and Jackson Anstein in the corner, and the bit of a wild pass couldn't be corralled. Still 18-11, Bethany with the lead. Collins takes a trip to the bench. And E.J. Zanders in for the first time. Inbounding from the corner as Kiefer has to get it in, throws it up for Braxton Mullins. Now Mullins has to go to work to get across the timeline. Showing off the dribble moves, crossing over, and he does break the timeline. Still with it, he'll kick now to Kiefer. Kiefer to Todd. Wilson Gamble trying to take it away. Todd dribble into the lane, throws up a shot. No, off to Breck Brady at the block. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. The freshman getting key minutes with his size. And he shows it off right there to make it 20-11. Does not usually get a ton of playing time, but he is the biggest guy on the roster. And now an offensive foul against Muldrow and Anstein. Bethany gets it back. So again, Breck Brady, wearing number 24, the biggest guy on the roster, played offensive and defensive line as a key player for the football team as a freshman, but hasn't gotten key minutes much this season in basketball, but has to try to match the size of Parker's 7-star, and he got a basket moments ago. Kiefer on the inbound finds Todd, and he will break the timeline easily, and now loses it from behind. Anstein alone to the basket. Geisler able to affect the shot out of bounds. Last touched by Bethany. It'll stay with Muldrow. But Geisler and his speed able to recover there and save a fast break basket. The defense gets a chance to set up. Garrett Johnson checks in for Kiefer. Kiefer to the bench now. 4 minutes even left in the first half. Collins checks back in. Now Mullins back in for Brady. 7-star out of the game for Muldrow. Devon Hall checks back in. Everybody's making a bunch of subs one at a time here. But a smaller lineup for both sides now. Collins about the biggest guy in the game. He'll inbound to Hall in the corner. Gets it up top to Killink. Now Collins at the elbow. Turnaround jumper. Too strong. Rebound tapped out. And Anstein has it. Finds Collins. Right wing three. Too strong as well on that one. Rebound tipped right into Collins' hands. He'll drive into the lane and commits a charge. Payne took the dive that time. Could see the athleticism on Collins trying to go to the rack. But Payne half position. Could see that one the whole way. 3:46 to go now in the first half. 20-11, Broncos with a lead. Trying to move on to the state tournament. And that's what the Lady Broncos did this evening. One-hand pass to Geisler ahead of the pack with his speed. He'll lay it in. Saw him do that to Jones football. Showing off his speed for a game-winning touchdown. He does it for a basket heater in the area tournaments. Right side, Hall with it. Crossing over on Mullins. Pull-up three. Left it short. Rebound for Mullins. 22-11. 11-point lead for the Broncos. Trying to build upon it. Todd on the left side. Into the paint. Kicks to the corner. Was tipped. Extra pass to Geisler. Now Mullins. Top of the key. Way downtown. Three ball. Couldn't bank that one in. Rebound tapped out by Todd to Johnson. Now Payne up top. Payne on the drive. To the glass. Lays it in. Falling away from the baskets. Bethany firing on all cylinders. And another timeout needed for the Bulldogs. 24-11, a 13-point lead for the Bethany Broncos with 2:58 to go in the second quarter. 30-second timeout. I'll keep it right here with you. I'm Zach Reynolds on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Earlier tonight, we saw the Bethany Lady Broncos punch their ticket to the state tournament. The Bethany Broncos boys team trying to do the same. And right now, they're looking good in the first half, 24-11, but a lot of time in this game. And if you watched that Lady Broncos game, you'll know what I'm talking about. They had a 13-point lead at halftime and ended up back within 4 in the fourth quarter before some clutch free throws and things like that, where the Bethany Broncos were able to pull away 63-49 to finish that game and move on to the state tournament. So I said all that to say this. Even with a 13-point lead here late into the second quarter, this one's far from over. Expect some more fireworks. Killing with it for the Bulldogs. Swings left side to Anstein. Now Massey back into the game. Started this game, sat for a while. He's back in. He's driving towards the corner. Slipped and thrown it away. Braxton Mullins with the interception that time. He'll slow down, let his offense come back with him. Hands out to Todd. Trying to add to this 13-point lead. Aiden Todd on the right side will be picked up by Devon Hall. Todd with some rhythm dribbles. He'll swing it left side to Geisler. Geisler showing off the speed. Drives and kicks to Johnson, back to Geisler. Crossing over, Geisler into the paint. Now will kick. Johnson sets his feet. Left corner three. Money! Johnson's second three of the game makes it 27-11. Broncos doing everything they want on offense right now. Defense ain't bad either. Trying to get it down to 7-star. Triple team comes. He's got a lot of size. Kicks out to Hall. Lost it momentarily. Hall got it back. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Hall on the drive. Tries to gather into the lane. Going to have a foul away from the basketball, I believe. It's going to be on Braxton Mullins. Not on any shot attempts. That's just Mullins' first foul. And they'll inbound it from underneath the Bulldogs basket. And it'll be Devon Hall on the inbound work. Throws this one up top, and Toots All knocked away momentarily. Braxton Mullins has it and lost it out of bounds. Some chaos there, and it ends up with Muldrow getting the basketball back. They'll just have to take it across the court again. And it gives each side some chance for substitutions. On the right side, Devon Hall running the point for the Muldrow Bulldogs, working against Aiden Todd. Showing off the dribble moves, now spinning into the lane. Almost lost it in, does. Geisler with the steal. Now he'll get it up to Todd on the right side. Todd into the paint at the block, scores it. What a run the Bulldogs are on. It's now 29-11. It was 18-11 at one point. Bulldogs with the Broncos with a big run. Massey on the right side, swings left to Collins. Minute 10 to go in the first half. Hall on the right wing, jabs. Now we'll take the three. Too strong off back iron. Offensive board for Collins, trying to go up at the basket and scores it, showing off his athleticism. Puts an end to that run. In the drought for the Bulldogs. Left side, Geisler. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds in the first half. 29-13 lead for the Broncos. Geisler working against Killing. Crossing over, trying to show off the speed. Swings right side. Todd with it now. Driving past Hall into the free throw line. Kicks back out to Mullins. They'll reset, trying to kill more clock. Down to 30 seconds to go in the half. Todd on the drive and hand off to Payne. Up top with Mullins. Killing comes to Garden. Now left side, Geisler showing off the speed into the paint, in the free throw line, kicks to Payne. They'll reset again. Trying to hold for the last shot of the half. Down to 15 seconds to go in the first half. Todd over the logo, swings right side to Geisler. Geisler a couple threes this quarter that really started that run. 7 seconds, Geisler now crossing over into the lane, finger roll, hit it! A shot from Collins at the buzzer, left short. At halftime, the Bethany Broncos lead 31-13. Bethany trying to move on to the state tournament just like the Lady Broncos did. And they got a good start, 31-13 in the first half. They'll have to put it together and hold on in the second half, find out if they can when we come back for the second half on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Zach Reynolds back with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network for Oklahoma High School Playoff Hoops. A chance at the state tournament on the line for these two teams. And Bethany with a 31-13 lead as we are moments away from the start of the second half in the third quarter here. And the Bulldogs of Mulder will start with the basketball to start the third quarter. Down 31-13. Down to Collins at the block, and he quickly lays it in to get the scoring started in the third. Collins has been most of the offense for the Bulldogs, and he stays the same way with it in the third quarter. Up top, Payne swings left side to Todd. Todd gets his pocket picked by Collins. He'll try to go the other way, behind the back dribble, working against Woolridge, into the paint. Collins, finger roll, finishes, does it himself again. 4-0 run all by himself to start the third quarter. Todd quickly across the timeline, beats the press. Now he'll bring it back around and set up the offense. Bethany trying to move on to the state tournament just like the Lady Broncos did earlier tonight. Payne pump fakes. Now will drive, turns around and finds Johnson, who will kick to Woolridge, who didn't play much in the first half due to foul trouble. Geisler had a big first half for the Broncos. Drives and kicks to Payne, another pump fake. Drive, hands back off to Geisler. Broncos being patient on offense here. Of course, no shot clock in high school. Todd on the dribble, into the paint, takes a floater off right, fighting for his own rebound with a bigger 7-star, and the Broncos maintain possession with the possession arrow. It's nice fighting Todd, who got his hands on the ball and was able to stay with it, even with Parker's 7-star much bigger also there. Payne on the trigger, finds Todd, short left corner, 2-point jumper, falls off right in a rebound for 7-star. Puts in the hand of Massey, who brings it up left around the screen, now goes right. Massey into the lane, drive and kick up top. It is Einstein with it. Puts in the hands of Killing, trying to drive on Woolridge, spins in the paint, finds Massey on the right side. Now we're going to have a foul away from the play. It's going to be on Johnson, trying to match muscle with Parker's 7-star. Second time Johnson's picked up a foul that way. Both of his fouls in this game. Massey will be on the trigger underneath his own basket here. Woolridge face guards him. They inbound it to 7-star. Trying to back down. Spins around, in and out. And a foul. Going to be on 7-star on the rebound attempt. Bethany outscored yet here in the third quarter. 6:13 to go in the third, so it's about a couple of minutes in. Leading the basket so far for them in the second half. They've allowed 4 points, all to Tegan Collins. Still, they've got a 31-17 lead. 6:05 now to go in the third quarter. Todd crossing over up top on it. Jackson Einstein. Crosses over again, now right around the screen. Kicks into the corner, back out to Todd. Broncos again content with being patient on the offensive end here in the third quarter. Trying to take time off the clock as they've got a big lead in the second half. Todd now into the lane, showing off the athleticism, trying for an underhand layup. Couldn't get it. And the Bulldogs the other way, intercepted by Jackson Payne. He'll throw it up to Aiden Todd. Doesn't have numbers, so he'll slow it down on the left side. And the teams threw it back and forth with each other a couple times there. And the Broncos have it back. 5:20 now to go in the third quarter. Geisler with it, working against Killing. Geisler on the drive, almost lost it. Tetsu passed off to Payne, now up top of Todd. Now reset. Todd on the right to Woolridge. He'll go on the drive towards the right corner. Lost it on a spin. Ball on the floor, and the Bulldogs come away with it. And now a foul. Will likely be Woolridge's third. It will be. And now he's going to head right back to the bench. Didn't get to play a whole lot in the first half because of foul trouble. And he picks up his third here just a few minutes into the third quarter. So Braxton Mullins checks back in for him. Deshaun Wilson checks in for the Bulldogs. Massey to the bench. Killing up top running the point right now for the Bulldogs. Has his choice of screen, goes right. Now he'll try to drive baseline, gets cut off, swings it up top to 7-star. Puts in the hands of Collins, pump faking, jabbing now on the dribble. Behind the back dribble, and a foul. Going to be on Braxton Mullins. Or make that Jackson Payne, excuse me. Payne picks up a foul and trying to go for another charge. It'll be his second foul. Broncos still have not scored in the third quarter so far. Just 4 points for the Bulldogs. 7-star up top, hands to Killing. Now right side, Collins tries the three over Payne. No good, and a rebound to Johnson. Puts in the hands of Todd, who gets fouled. And knocked in the face by Devon Hall. Non-intentional contact there. Foul nonetheless. That's Hall's second foul. Full court pressure. Wilson right on Todd as soon as he catches the inbound. Todd crossing over, breaks the timeline. Todd up top, still trying to kill some clock. Now he'll go right around the screen from Johnson. Todd down into the block. Finger roll layup is good for the first points of the second half for the Bethany Broncos. 33-17 the score now. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. On the drive is Killing. Left-hand layup, no good. A rebound for Jackson Payne in the paint. Amongst bigger defenders. Payne up to Mullins on the left side. Now he'll swing it back out to Payne. Back down to Mullins on the wing. Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. 33-17 lead for Bethany, trying to kill the clock. Mullins right around a screen. Into the paint towards the elbow. Kicks to the corner. Payne tries a three and buys it. Now Bethany's starting to find it on offense again here in the third quarter. Collins trying to drive on Payne. Down to the block. Double team comes. Kicks it back up top to Wilson. Wilson swings right to Hall, excuse me. Now Killing trying to go down to 7-star. He has that at the block and an easy layup for Parker 7-star. Mullins across the timeline, splits the defenders, finds Payne. Now right side, Johnson will hand to Geisler. Geisler had a big second quarter, part of a big run in general for the Broncos. Geisler showing off the dribble moves, drives into the paint, his finger roll, in and out. Collins the other way, driving kick, left corner, Killing with it, trying to drive baseline, now spins, almost lost his footing in the paint area, hands off to a cutting Wilson, and he scores it. Todd behind the back dribble, gets across the timeline. Here comes the trap. He'll sling it all the way to Geisler on the right side. Now Mullins steps in towards the free throw line. Now we'll dribble it back out. 2:25 to go in the third quarter. Payne tries another three, that time off the back iron, and a rebound for Hall. He'll try to go quickly the other way, cut off at the free throw line. Transition three, pull up is good from Collins. Hit him right in rhythm, trailing the play. Now just a 12-point game. Todd behind the back dribble, into the paint, splits two defenders, and no foul call on 7-star. Bulldogs the other way, trying to make it just a 10-point game, or single digits with a three-point basket. Wilson on the drive, lost the ball, out of bounds, last touch by Garrett Johnson, he can't believe it. Bulldogs keep the basketball on their end of the floor. Now Breck Brady comes back in for his size. The true freshman had a basket earlier. He is in specifically to deal with Parker 7-star. Den Jaggers checks in as well. Garrett Johnson to the bench. I believe he's got 3 fouls. Hall on the trigger. Nobody face guarding him. Now Jaggers turns to him. They find Collins just outside the block, trying to back down Payne. Collins in and out. Ball on the ground. Jaggers comes away with it. Bounces it off to Payne. Now Todd slings it up to Geisler on the left wing. Will let his offense come back to him. 36-24, 12-point game. Minute and a half left in the third quarter. Geisler around the screen. Driving into the paint. He's fouled. On a reach in. We'll see which one they call it on. It's going to be on Jesse Killing. 1:29 to go in the third quarter. Broncos with a 12-point lead, but been playing rather conservative in the third quarter, and Bulldogs trying to get back into it through the play of Tegan Collins. Payne to inbounds. Needs help. Finds Todd up top. Up on the right side. Now Todd at the top of the key. And a foul call. Going to be against Muldrow and Deshaun Wilson. Similar call got called against Jackson Payne earlier, so refs calling that both ways, but Muldrow crowd not happy about it anyway. Braxton Mullins checks back in. Denton Jaggers to the bench. Mullins provides some more dribbling and three-point shooting ability. Payne on the inbound from the sideline finds Todd. Todd spinning, now fires to Mullins. Back to Todd on the right side, behind the back dribble, working against Hall. Flips it off to Payne. 1:10 to go in the third quarter. This defense getting aggressive from the Bulldogs. Geisler at the free throw line, hands off to Todd. Really aggressive defense here. They're trying to go for a gamble. Now they finally knock it away, save it in bounds. Palmer with it, hands off at the block. Scoring it is Hall. They gambled a lot and finally got a steal. And they are within 10. And now a foul. That aggressive defense is going to cause a lot of fouls. And Muldrow is making a lot of noise about it, despite these being pretty obvious. 10-point game, 36-26. Bethany with the lead, 41.47 seconds to go in the third quarter. And now it looks like Bethany's going to be in the bonus, so they've got free throws coming. Mullins to the line. Again, in high school, it's like the pros. They get 2 shots for the bonus either way. Mullins' first free throw attempt is good. Kiefer checks back into the game. He played some in the first half for Bethany. Aiden Todd gets a breather and having to do a lot of dribbling around against this aggressive defense of Muldrow. Mullins at the line again for his second, made the first. Second up, in and out, and a rebound for Collins. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Hall on the right side, trying to drive into the lane, and a foul. No shot. It's going to be on the drive. It'll be on Wyatt Kiefer. Denton Jaggers going to check back into the game. Mullins is out. Jaggers in, likely for his defense here, and a little bit more size and athleticism. Hall to inbound from underneath his own basket. Throws up kind of a lob, and a foul on Brett Brady as he tried to knock it away from Tegan Collins. So Collins, who's been pretty much all the offense in the second half so far for the Bulldogs, at the free throw line here. If he makes both free throws, they'd be back within single digits. First free throw, no good. So can only get it back to within 10 if he makes the second. Now Woolridge inside check back in. Woolridge with 3 fouls. Mullins checks back in as well. So to be Woolridge, Todd, Payne, Geisler, and Mullins into the game for the Broncos. That's the 5 on the floor. Tegan Collins back at the line for his second. 33 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. And made the second one. Took a while to fall in, but eventually did. Made it a 10-point game, 37-27. I can hit the 7 correctly. Braxton Mullins with it, trying to break this press. Trying to split 2 defenders, lost it, but falling away. They had to get rid of it. Now a foul going to be against Muldrow. Their fans are making a lot of noise for obvious contact by their player. So a foul against the Bulldogs, and they'll send Aiden Todd to the line with 22 seconds in the third quarter. Foul was on Jamari Palmer, just his first. Passionate fans here on both sides. Good crowds from both teams showing up. First free throw missed too strong from Todd. Their team's a lot on the line. The winner of this matchup moves on to the state tournament. The loser, season is over. Brady and Johnson check back in. Mullins and Woolridge to the bench. Broncos continue to kind of go with these offensive, defensive subs when they can. Parker 7-star not in the game right now for the Bulldogs as Todd makes his second free throw. Make it 38-27. And now, though, get some more in. Kiefer and Jaggers into the game. Brady and Todd right back out. Up top, it's Devon Hall. 15 seconds. They can go for the last shot of the third quarter if they'd like. Looks like they will. Now 10 seconds left. Left side Collins. He's been the pure scorer for him. 7 seconds. Collins trying to face up. Payne almost lost the ball. 3 seconds. Collins on the dribble. Pull up for deep three is off left. Put your fours up. A chance at the state tournament. And 1 quarter left to play. 38-27 as we head to the fourth quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Fourth quarter playoff action on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Zach Reynolds with you. Happy to bring it to you. And this is what it all comes down to. Fourth quarter, 1 more quarter to go in regulation for a chance at the state tournament. 38-27, Bethany Broncos with the lead over the Muldrow Bulldogs. Muldrow starts the fourth quarter with the basketball, trying to make a comeback. Winner goes to the state tournament. Loser, season is over. Right side Collins, who missed the shot at the buzzer at the end of the third, but it did a lot of the scoring for the Bulldogs in this game. Tried to go up again. Got a shot affected and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Bethany. Hall will inbound. Payne, Todd, Geisler, Johnson, and Ward the starters on the floor for the Broncos. Hall throws this one up to Collins. Working against Payne, right around the screen, switch down to Johnson. Collins now goes flying in, and a charge. The second or third charge, the third charge in this game, for sure, than 2 of them against Collins. Can't quite recall if the first one was as well. Either way, it's a turnover. Collective effort from both teams and the referees trying to mop up the sweat there from Jackson Payne's flying body. Trying to get safety on the court. Well, they got a towel out there to wipe it up. Just 20 seconds into this fourth quarter. We've already seen bodies flying. Teams laying their bodies on the line for a chance at the state tournament. (38-27), Bethany with an 11-point lead, trying to hang on and move on. The Lady Broncos punched their ticket earlier tonight to the state tournament. The Bethany Broncos boys team trying to do the same here tonight. Aiden Todd with it against the man press, working against Devon Hall. Across the timeline, had a screen. Now we'll find Johnson, who did the screening, back to Todd. Todd to the right elbow, will kick to the right corner. Pump fake from Woolridge, between the legs dribble. Now we'll kick it back out to Todd. Clock on their side. Todd showing off the dribble moves. Now steps back out. Todd crossing over, driving into the lane, takes a floater, hit it. Showing the touch that time was Aiden Todd. Hall left around a screen from 7-star, kicks to Collins. Collins working against Payne, tried to pass it down to a cutter, wasn't there. Back up south with Hall. Right side to Wilson, looking down low for 7-star again. Not there, trying to swing it around. Hall up south, working against Todd to the right elbow now. Throws this one up into 7-star, knocked away momentarily, but 7-star had it, kicked out to Collins, who pump faked and fell down. But it trickled out of bounds, last touched off the feet of Todd, so it'll stick with Muldrow. Possibly could have been a travel there, but he let go of the basketball before his feet touched down. And it took a roll off of Todd's feet out of bounds. 6:39 to go in regulation. 40-27 lead for the Bethany Broncos. Hall the inbound from over near the corner. Throws this one up for 7-star, almost too tall. He had it, then it got knocked away. Geisler on the floor, bounce pass off to Woolridge. It got knocked away from him. Then Bethany gets it back and calls the timeout to save the possession. The 30-second timeout. We'll keep it with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. 13-point lead, 40-27 for the Bethany Broncos. The Bulldogs really towards the end of that third quarter started employing an extremely aggressive defense, which is going to cause some fouls when they ended up in the bonus, Bethany did, but it also caused some turnovers. So we'll see if they stick with that aggressive style here in the fourth quarter. They've been with a full court press really the entire game, but in the half court setting is where they got really aggressive towards the end of the third. See what the defense looks like here. Of course, the full court press, but we'll see what it is once we get in the half court setting. Everybody clears out, and Geisler will bring it up, working against Hall. Geisler, crazy speed, we know that. Now here comes some trappers. So they are still playing aggressive. Geisler splits two defenders, kicks Johnson, left corner three, in and out, and a rebound for Collins. Johnson has 2 threes in this game, couldn't hit that one. Collins crossing over into the lane, takes a floater, left it short. A rebound for Todd. Todd the other way. Todd into the paint, almost lost it. Now he'll swing it back around in the corner. Now reset up top with Geisler. Under 6 minutes to go in regulation. Geisler still with it, working against Hall. Now left around a screen. Pull up three. Too strong. A rebound for Devon Hall. He'll take it the other way. Hall will try a transition pull up three, and he hit his. Hall showing the confidence as a shooter. Makes it a 10-point game. Not over yet. Woolridge drives and kicks to Payne in the corner. Guarded by Annenstein. Now Payne spins back. Spins back again. Swings this one up to Geisler. Oh, and actually we're going to have, looks like a 5-second closely guarded call before Payne got rid of it, so a turnover. So a made basket this time around for the Bulldogs, and they could be within single digits with 5:15 to go in the fourth quarter. Hall driving into the lane. Won't go. Putback attempt no good. Second putback attempt isn't, but the third is good for Collins. 40-32, an 8-point game. The Bulldogs have come firing back. Todd on the right side. Trap comes. Finds Payne in the corner. Back out to Woolridge. He'll drive into the paint. Hop step into the lane. Left hand off the glass and in. So Lucas Woolridge with an answer, and now a timeout on the floor. Full timeout, we'll take it with him. 10-point game, 4:52 to go. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter, big-time finish brewing on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Ten-point game, 4:52 to go in regulation. Winner moves on to state. Loser, season is over. Bethany Broncos with a 42-32 lead, trying to hang on and go to the state tournament just like the Lady Broncos did earlier tonight. Muldrow Bulldogs trying to make a comeback and send the Broncos packing. All up top, right around a screen. Now we'll drive down towards the paint. Lost it. Ball up in the air. Out of bounds, last touch by Hall. And the Broncos force a turnover. They got a 10-point lead. They'll try to build upon it here. Full court pressure from the Bulldogs. Wilson guarding Todd, number 11 on number 11. Todd swings out to Geisler, showing off the speed. Geisler now drives into the paint. We'll bring it back around, trying to kill some clock. Finds Todd at the logo. Todd on the drive. Euro steps into the lane, finds Woolridge. Top of the key, three. In and out. Rebound for Collins. Collins quickly up to Wilson the other way. Spins, lost it. The Broncos take it back. Geisler now up to Todd. Todd on the right side. Into the paint. Now we'll slow it down, bring it out, and a foul. Reach in on Collins. Braxton Mullins due to check in for the Broncos. 4:03 to go in regulation. Geisler will get a breather on the bench. Or actually make that Woolridge. Geisler is standing there to inbound it in front of his own bench. Hands off to Todd right there at the bench. Trap comes. Todd will hand off to Geisler over the logo. They're trying to pick his pocket. Again, this aggressive style of defense. And Broncos trying to play keep away and kill the clock. And now Einstein with a foul on Mullins. So we'll have to inbound again. This time from back over there near the bench again. This time it'll be Braxton Mullins to do the trigger work. Bethany stacks up. And they'll clear it with Aiden Todd, the point guard. Behind the back dribble to get it back across the timeline, trying to kill more clock. Todd on the dribble to the free throw line, kicks to Payne, almost too tall, he comes down with it. Payne on the dribble, back to Mullins over the logo. Mullins working against Einstein. And almost shuffled his feet. Muldrow wanted a travel call, didn't get it. Todd on the drive to the block across the paint. Hands off to Payne. Payne skipped past to Johnson. Now Mullins, they'll kill in more clock. 3:15 to go, and Collins with the pick of the pocket and a clear path foul. Collins will dunk it anyway. It doesn't count. He'll go to the free throw line. Mullins with a clear path foul. Could have been a foul called on Collins on the takeaway. They didn't call it, and then Mullins definitely got him with a clear path to the rim. You can't do that. That gives them the same as a technical free throw. So Tegan Collins at the line. And he's there by himself with the clear path foul. First shot up, left it short. Still a 10-point game for the time being. If he can make this next free throw to be down to single digits. 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in regulation. Clock on Bethany's side. Second free throw up, made that one. So just a 9-point game now. (42-33). Timeout on the floor. Full timeout will take it with him. 9-point game, 3:15 to go in regulation. An electric finish brewing on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
So Muldrow has the basketball because the clear path foul, even after the free throws, they have it. And it's only a 9-point game now. They can cut into that deficit even more. Hall on the drive, spinning at the free throw line. Step back, takes the jumper, left it short of the rebound for 7-star. He'll kick it up top. Einstein on the drive, now finds Collins, right corner. He'll try the three, in and out. Rebound for Breck Brady, the freshman. Puts in the hands of Aiden Todd. Todd going quickly the other way. Trying to stay under control, finds Payne up top. To Johnson, they'll set it up with Geisler. Trap comes. Now Johnson right side. 2:45 to go in regulation. 9-point game. Broncos with the lead. Geisler at the free throw line. We'll dribble it back out. To the logo. Crossing over. Trying to kill the clock. Geisler hands off to Johnson. Now back to Geisler. Johnson sets a screen for him. Now left side, Todd. Todd on the dribble. Into the paint. Jumps off to Brady, and he'll lay it in. No, missed it. right there, missed the bunny the other way. Goes Devon Hall into the paint. Doesn't have numbers off the glass. No good, but a foul. Devon Hall to the line. Boy, Breck Brady right there. Had a chance to lay it in and left it a bit short. So Devon Hall, believe will go to the free throw line here. First, we're going to clean up some more sweat for player safety. Johnson wipes his own face with the towel while he brings it in. Trying to wipe up the restricted area. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the fourth quarter in regulation. 9-point lead for the Bethany Broncos, trying to join the Lady Broncos in the state tournament. Lady Broncos punched their ticket with a win over Glenpool earlier this evening. We had that for you on the network. Hall on the inbound, kicks it in the corner with Anestein. Now to Collins, and Payne's going to pick up a foul, trying to knock it away. The far referee called that one in. And so Hall will inbound from that same spot. Collins with it at the left elbow. Will swing across to Wilson on the right side. Now up top Collins. Back left to Hall, who hit a three earlier in the game. He jabs, takes the three, and he puts it in. Just like that, a 6-point game. But under 2 minutes to go. Todd kicks to Johnson. Back to Todd. In the lane, hands off to Brady. He makes that one. Didn't miss it 2 times in a row. The freshman puts it in. 44-36. Collins a three. It was tipped by Payne. Brady the rebound, and he throws it away. The freshman trying to clear the rebound with a bad pass, and it stays with Muldrow on their ends. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go in regulation, and an 8-point game. Muldrow down by 8, but a chance to cut the lead, or cut their deficit, cut Bethany's lead here. Anstein from the sideline to inbound. Finds Hall, who's hit a couple of threes in the second half. He's on the dribble, working against Todd. Now he'll drive into the paint, gathers, throws up a shot, a charge! Foul on Devon Hall, the offensive variety. He complains to the officials. We'll have to set up the full court press here. Jackson Payne on the inbound, finds Geisler, working against this full court press. Geisler's got so much speed and dribble ability, and he breaks it with ease. Now here comes a trap. Right side Payne, fouled by Collins. Bethany trying to kill the clock, down to just 1 minute and 23 seconds left before they head to the state tournament. But knocking on the door on the Muldrow Bulldogs, trying to cause chaos, cause takeaways. Bethany trying to play keep away. Bethany now in the bonus, so Jackson Payne in the line for free throws, and this is where Bethany has a chance to put it away when they're in the bonus. If they can make their free throws, then they're heading to the state title, but it's no guarantee, especially at the high school level. Payne makes the first, front of the rim, back of the rim, and then in. Now we've got some confusion. The Muldrow fans and bench are very upset about something here. I was looking down, changing the score, and now they are up in arms again. So the referee's here to talk about something that happened at the line. Again, I apologize, folks. I was looking down to change the score, did not see what happened, but has Muldrow up in arms. Payne back at the line. We'll get another free throw here. He made the first and makes that one to make it 46-36. Back to a 10-point game. Hall on the right side. Hands off to 7-star. He'll try a three. Banked in and out. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. 1:13 to go in regulation. Muldrow will inbound from underneath their own basket. Hall on the trigger. They're trying to go quick here. They only got 1 minute and 13 seconds, and they're down by 10. He'll throw it up to Wilson up top. Swings left side to Anstein. Driving kick. Hall with it, crosses over, trying to size him up. Now they'll swing it around to the right with Wilson, down to 7-star. Working against Brady, back up top. A lot of time coming off the clock. Palmer with it, back to Hall on the right wing. Hall behind the back dribble, spinning near the elbow. Todd knocks it up. Now they'll kick to the corner. Palmer drives baseline. Almost lost it. 3 ball is partially tipped by Payne. Rebound for Johnson. Now up to Geisler, they have it, and it's under a minute to go. Geisler trips, still has it, and calls a timeout. 38.58 seconds to go in regulation. Bethany with the basketball and a 10-point lead. Moments away from moving on to the state tournaments, and now the Bethany crowd on their feet. They can smell it. But crazier things have happened in basketball. Even with only 38 seconds on the clock, that is an eternity in this sport, or can be at least. So we'll see what happens out of the timeout. Certainly not over yet. But Bethany thinks it's heading that way. Bethany will have the basketball out of the timeouts. And 38.58 seconds left on the clock. Try to inbound it cleanly, and if they get fouled, hit their free throws. That's the game Bethany has to play for Muldrow. They need turnovers quickly. Payne will inbound just to the left of the Bulldog bench. Broncos stacked up. Now they disperse, and we'll have a foul before the inbound, and Woolridge will go to the line. Foul's going to be on E.J. Zanders. So Lucas Woolridge, who has not played much in this game because of foul trouble. He's a key part of the Broncos team and has been silenced with foul trouble. A chance for some clutch free throws here. Woolridge, sport number 1 in the neon green shoes, at the line. Takes one rhythm dribble, fires it up. Nothing but nets. 7-star checks back in for Zanders. Take his spot down at the block. Woolridge, next free throw. Hit them both. Nothing but nets. 48-36, 12-point lead. Brady checks back in. Woolridge to the bench. Did his job at the free throw line. Hall will try to make something happen for the Bulldogs to the right side. Now he'll drive into the paint, gather, throws up a shot. He's fouled. He'll go to the line. About 7 seconds come off the clock. There's 31 seconds even left in this game. And Devon Hall at the line for the Bulldogs. Hall's first free throw. In and out. Woolridge will check back in for Brady. Again, they're going offense-defense subs with Brady and Woolridge right now. Brady with the size for defense. Woolridge with his scoring ability and free throw ability. Hall's second try at the line here. Made that one. 48-37. Aiden Todd gets the inbound. Trying to play keep away and kill clock. Geisler now across the timeline and fouled by Zanders. He'll go to the line. 25 seconds on the clock. Geisler, who was a part of that big second quarter for the Broncos where they built up their lead and allowed them to play keep away a lot of the rest of the game, to be in this position now. At the line, makes the first. Had 2 3-pointers, including a banked-in one in that second quarter. And a big run for the Broncos. Misses that free throw. Makes it 49-37. And Stein throws it into his own bench through the hands of Zanders. So the Broncos will get it back here. Mullins, or make that. Now Landon Hess set to check in, as is Eric Butler. So some seniors getting to check in the area tournament. The starters heading out and pumping up their Bethany crowd that traveled with them. Kiefer, Butler, Hess, Weaver, and Wallstad into the game for the Broncos as they try to close this one out. They can dribble it out. Looks like Muldrow will let them do that. Wyatt Kufer with it to dribble it out with some seniors on the floor. The Bethany Broncos punch their ticket to the state tournament. ×2. The Lady Broncos won earlier tonight to move on to the state tournament, and now the boys join them with a win 49-37 over the Muldrow Bulldogs. What a night in the Muskogee Center, or in the Muskogee Dome in Okmulgee, Oklahoma for the Bethany Broncos. Both the boys and the girls team win and move on to the state tournament. We will have, I believe, some of those games for you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We'll see how the schedules work out and where they go. But for now, the Broncos get to celebrate. Both the boys and the girls, they both win here tonight and move on to the state tournament. We thank you for watching this coverage of Oklahoma playoff high school basketball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. I'm Zach Reynolds. I've been glad to bring you the action and hopefully going to bring you some more state tournament action for the Bethany Broncos as they both move on. Again, the boys win 49-37 over the Muldrow Bulldogs. For everybody at the Oklahoma Sports Network, I'm Zach Reynolds. Thank you for joining us. We will see you next time as Bethany celebrates.